Hello, welcome to another episode of Pump the Brakes. I'm the host, Eric Evans. Beside me, Blake Amrine. This is probably my favorite podcast we do every year, which is only a year or two. But we are previewing the Major League Baseball season, and tomorrow is literally my Christmas. I want to say it's my favorite day of the year, but it's probably my second favorite day. Something about the NFL draft just every year.
I wonder how we did last year.
And what?
Our futures. I think I had the Braves.
Well, that's not good.
I know they didn't win.
Oh.
I think I had the Braves. I'm just thinking out loud.
I don't know. I know I definitely did one with Kevin Maloney.
Yeah. I know you and Ashton did one too. Then
We did.
I swore I gave out a couple picks. So I know at the All-Star break I did. I remember that because I gave the Braves out after the All-Star.
Because you said your guy loved the Braves.
That's right.
Yep. We're basically just going to do season win totals, division winners, World Series predictions, award winners, stuff like that. I was going to start with some news and notes, but if you don't know what happened by now, then you're living under a rock and it doesn't matter. So,
Jesus.
What happened? Oh, Trey Turner signed with the Phillies.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Aaron Judge re-signed.
I didn't know if I missed something like major.
Well, the Phillies did just trade for Christian Pache today.
Okay.
Yep. Former top prospect.
Okay.
Love to see that. All right. We're basically going to hit every team's over-under. We're going to do a sentence or two on why you like the over or the under, and we're just going to move on.
Okay.
We are going to start AL East. Yankees, 93.5.
I'll take the over. They're good.
I like the under. Their pitching staff is already destroyed. Now, I said in our text thread a month ago that they're probably the best team in baseball.
Yes.
And since then, they've lost Rodon. We now know Frankie Montas is hurt. Severino's already hurt. That's not a great start.
That's a lot of games, too.
It's a lot of games.
94 wins.
In that division,
really
too?
Season. Yeah, because I don't have them winning the division, so.
Oh, okay. And you still like 94?
No, I guess I like the under now.
Okay.
On second thought.
Okay. Blue Jays, 91.5.
Under.
Really?
Yeah. Because if I'm going to go with I got my team to win the division. It's not the Blue Jays.
Okay. I'm on the over, and I will get into that.
I know this guy that I follow. He's big on the Blue Jays.
I love the Blue Jays this year.
I think they got a lot of upside.
I think everybody was 1 year early on them last year because they were the favorites. I didn't love them last year.
Yeah, they were kind of the hot buzz last year.
I do love them this year. Okay, then I assume the Tampa Bay Rays, 89.5.
Oh, maybe my favorite bet. Arguably the best bullpen in baseball. Return a good lineup, good core from that lineup.
The rotation
Arguably the best pitcher in baseball.
So much better than you think, too.
You're going to find out I'm big on the Rays this year.
And like if and when Glasnow gets healthy, is that not the best one too in the American League?
There's not a better one. Surely he will get healthy.
Oh, fingers crossed. All right, I love to hear that. Okay. Red Sox, 78.5.
Oh God, they're so bad.
Lineup's pretty good. The
rotation's horrible. I'll take the under just because the division is so good.
I agree.
And I think the Orioles are going to be a lot better. I think the Orioles are better than the Red Sox.
I do too.
Okay.
They're over under 76.5.
The Orioles? Man, I like that.
That's a big number, though.
That's a lot. I'm big on Adley this year. I know we're going to get in this later, but I think I'll probably have a little sprinkle on him for the MVP.
Okay.
Even though it's been a while since the catcher won. I think it was Joe Mauer was the last one. But his
it's
WAR.
so hard. They just don't play enough.
But he did finish top 12 in WAR last year, and he got called up in May. So,
yeah.
The Orioles have a good young core. I mean, they're
awesome.
Yeah.
The rotation stinks.
It just kind of sucks like I said, I mean, there's 3 clear-cut, very good teams in this division. Like the top 3 teams in the division could go win any division baseball.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And I will say for your 4-5, like obviously this is the best 2 worst teams in the division. Like if the Orioles are the worst team in your division, that's a pretty fucking good.
Stacked division. That's a stacked division. Would you say that's the best division in baseball, top to bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe the NL East would have a.
Well, the Nationals are horrible. They've ruined that.
They're horrible. So that basically the AL East doesn't have that team's there.
No. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
I think it's more likely the Orioles win 77 games than the Red Sox win 79.
Yes, I agree.
But I think they're very similar. So I'm going to go over for Baltimore.
Okay, I like it.
The Central Indians. They are the
Guardians, my friend.
Yeah.
You're going to have to edit that out.
Yep. The Guardians. 86.5 wins.
Yes.
Already just lost Tristan McKenzie for 2 months.
Don't care. Love the Guardians this year. That division low-key stinks, by the way.
Oh, no, it high-key stinks. Yeah, no, there's nothing low-key.
It's not good.
It's not. God, McKenzie's already hurt. I'm probably going to go under.
Ooh.
I don't have them winning the division.
Really? You like the Twins?
Don't have them making the playoffs.
Oh,
I don't think I did. Yeah, no. Twins, 84.5. I'm also going under.
Oh, okay. I was going to say under. I mean, counterpoint, like I said, that division's horrible. Somebody's got to win some games.
Sure. But now they have changed the schedule now to where it is in like a balanced schedule. So you don't play your division so much more than everybody else.
Gotcha.
Yeah, under. Offense is good. I just don't trust the pitching.
Offense is good in the hitter's park, too.
Which is weird because when it first opened, it was a pitcher's park.
Right. But it's one of the top hitter parks in the league now.
Yeah. My babies, the White Sox, 86.5.
Oh, God.
I can't
Go
quit
and
them.
do it to yourself.
Oh, yeah. I'm going over.
Everything says that should happen.
Mm-hmm.
But last year, everything said that was kind of the darling, right? They're going to win the World Series.
Oh, I love them. I had them in the World Series.
Yeah.
Them and the Brewers.
A lot of people released that play, and then they were just awful.
Mm-hmm. There's so much talent on that team.
Yeah. I mean, Jesus Christ. I remember when Everson was pitching in the minor leagues, he was like, Eloy Jimenez, the best player I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
And now he's up doing his thing. So
They just got to stay healthy.
Yeah. I mean, theoretically, they should probably be the best team in the division.
So that is 86.5.
You should love that.
I do.
You should absolutely love that.
I sure do.
Those are your babies.
Are you going over?
I think I'll go over, yeah.
Okay.
There's just so much talent on paper. That lineup is stacked.
Stacked.
I mean, stacked. They got dudes, man. So
Royals, 68.5.
God bless. I mean, probably under, but Jesus Christ, you would think you could win 69 games.
You would think.
What would like to think?
I'm gonna go over, but I'm talking like 70.
Yeah, like if they do, it won't be like 80 or anything like that.
No. I do think another team, good young core. Like I think they're gonna be good sooner than we think.
Okay.
The Tigers, 69.5.
I'm taking the over because every time I bet against the Tigers, they win. Everything. I really may not bet against them at all this year because I'm just like they stink and they score like 12 runs and beat me. So,
buddy, they stink.
I'm telling you, they don't stink. I'm letting you know.
I'm going under.
Okay.
Out west, the Houston Astros, World Series champions. They are again the favorites to win the World Series.
Yep.
95.5.
I'm going to go under.
Jesus, really?
I'm just going to go under because I got a little surprise pick in this division.
Okay. I'm going over.
Okay.
Seattle Mariners, 86.5.
Over.
I've discussed my love for this team since the beginning of last year.
Julio's got a chance to be the face of baseball. Seriously, going forward. He's so young, so energetic. He's an athlete.
He's unbelievable.
He's pretty damn good.
The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, who, in theory, have the two best players in baseball.
Yep.
They were on fire. I picked them to win the division last year, and their April was phenomenal, and then they shit the bed like they always do.
Yep.
82.5 wins.
Over, and I'm taking them to win the division 12-1. They're my New York Giants of football.
I can't do it. No, I refuse. No, I'm going under. Yeah. I'm going under out of.
To me, they offer the widest range of outcomes of any team in Major League Baseball because they have two generational talents arguably the greatest player to play baseball ever, Shohei Ohtani.
Yep.
And arguably a top 5 player to ever play Mike Trout.
Yep.
On the same team.
This is almost like if Griffey and Bonds were on the same team.
Yes. And Griffey could throw 100.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So you look at it, Ohtani, he's going to give you 15, 20 wins depending on health. Should be 20 if they can do what they need to do.
Sure.
Tyler Anderson's serviceable.
He's
Sandoval, serviceable.
Ooh, hold on.
Serviceable. He's not terrible.
Patrick Sandoval?
He's not awful.
He's fantastic.
Okay.
He's good.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, so he is
I'm
legitimately
glad we're on the same page. You got Loop in the bullpen, like 12-1, man. I don't know. My guy said he makes the true value about 6-1, so you're getting double the odds, basically.
Yeah, they're just
the issue is that you're gonna have to run the gauntlet between Seattle and Houston.
Yeah. So
that's the problem.
Well, that is a problem.
That's a big problem. Like if they were in the Central, we'd be like, hell yeah. Well, they wouldn't be 12-1, but
right.
if they were like 4-1, we'd be like, fucking sign us up in this division. You know?
Yeah, no, I agree.
But that's why they're 12-1. You gotta run the gauntlet. So I don't know. I think it's worth a shot.
I don't like. What are you expecting from Trey? Well, we'll get into that.
I just don't get why. You're right. Yeah.
Texas Rangers, 81.5.
I'm going under. I'm going under specifically because they're hitching their wagon. By the way, we're going to get in this later. I love Corey Seager this year. No player's going to benefit more from the shift inning than Corey Seager, and there's data on that.
Yeah.
DeGrom can't stay healthy.
He's one of like 5.
DeGrom, him and Jordan Alvarez, but top 2. DeGrom can't stay healthy. I can't hitch my wagon to a guy that can't go out there and give me, 30 starts here, whatever it might be.
Here's what I don't know who is in DeGrom's inner circle, but hey, buddy, you were the best pitcher on the planet when you were throwing 98. You don't need to throw 102.
Yeah.
Like your body physically cannot hold up.
Yeah.
Just go back to throwing 98.
He was great.
You're still
Ball
the best.
moved the foot.
You're still the best.
I will say this, with that being said, I think he was like plus 10,000 to win the MVP. So like if you believe in the Rangers,
he's the Cy Young favorite, which is weird.
I think I read that 3 pitchers have won the MVP in the last like 33 years. But if you believe in the Rangers, you believe in DeGrom probably pretty heavily. And all of a sudden he goes out there, wins 20, 22 games, and has an ERA below 1.5 or something like.
Oh yeah,
plus 10,000. Like you got to sign up for that.
It's not fair because I'm specifically saying like if you could promise me health on that team, they could win the division.
Yes,
I just don't.
I don't
trust everybody.
I don't either.
So I'm probably going under, but again, this is a team that is probably closer to a push than
they almost now they're not as good as this team was last year, but they almost feel like the Blue Jays of this year. Kind of like, okay, they're ready to take the next step.
Yeah, I mean, they made all those splashes last year, signing Seager, signing Simeon. Now they signed DeGrom.
So, yeah.
John Gray.
I don't think they're there yet, though.
I mean, which is weird because they're signing all of these old vets. The Oakland Athletics.
They're horrible.
59.5.
God. I would just take the over just because I'm going to assume that a team can win 60 damn games.
Okay, well, I'm going under, and I'll get into
59 and 103?
When we get to the next segment, our best bets.
Okay.
I'll get into that.
Are they terrible?
I'm dead serious. Stop. LSU could beat them.
Paul Skeens could shove it down their throat.
Oh my! You might be able to.
Sure, we can get a little Paul Skeens talking.
Oh, we will. We'll do all this. NL East. Okay. The Braves.
I love them.
Who are, I guess, the second favorites to win the World Series.
Love them.
95.5.
Over. Love the Braves this year, man. The Braves are so good.
They are good.
They're so good.
I'm going over as well.
Over with the Phillies injuries, that helps.
Oh, yeah, of course.
A bit. I
love
them regardless.
Yeah, same. Oh, look at you. In a Brave shirt.
Oh, yeah.
What a treat.
And then I saw that, what's his, Soroka? Is that
Mike Soroka.
He's back. So.
Well, he's starting in the minors, I guess, just to ramp back up. He's missed 2 years.
God, he's been out that long?
Yeah.
Jeez. He was fucking nasty, too.
Yeah, he's good.
Is he the one? Is he the big tall? I can't ever get all my Braves pictures right. Who was the big tall one that started out like filthy and then he was fucking terrible?
Ian Anderson.
No, it may have been Soroka.
I don't think he's ever been terrible. He just
who
ruptured his Achilles twice.
It wasn't Ian Anderson. Who was the guy? He's a big, tall guy. He threw like 98, 99. And his rookie year, he was like lights out. And then like the book was out. It wasn't Ian Anderson. Who are some guys they've had?
I mean, Ian Anderson did that the World Series year and then came back and sucked. I mean, Freed's been good. Soroka's been good.
Wasn't Freed, obviously.
I mean, was it like this recent?
It wasn't long ago. Golly, I can literally see the guy.
I don't know. You look that up.
I'm going to look that up.
New York Mets, 93.5. Just lost Edwin Diaz.
Yeah, I got to
probably have the two best pitchers in the National League.
I think I'll go under, though.
I'm going under.
That's a lot of games for you lose your – I mean, that Edwin Diaz isn't just like, oh, I lost my closer. It's like I lost the best closer in baseball. So,
yeah, whatever. It's a closer. Who cares?
It's a big deal, though.
I mean, they got David Robertson. They got Adam Ottavino. They'll be fine. How many innings am I getting from like two 40-year-old aces?
Yeah, I agree. Probably.
They were my biggest whiff last year, and I'm basically just doing the same thing again. Like I don't trust the age in the staff, which didn't really matter last year because DeGrom hardly pitched.
Yep.
I still don't love the offense. I don't know why. It was like the middle of September. They were 5th in baseball. Fulton Nevich.
Could not think of who that was.
Steven Rowland. Shout out. That was my dude. I picked him to win the Cy Young the year that he went off.
Yeah, then he was just awful. He's awful now. I don't even think he's in the big league.
No, he went to the Rangers and just shit the bed. Like Fulton Nevich.
So it says I'm at his fastball lost its velocity and it got flat. And
what a just fucking name!
I knew if I saw it, I remember.
Philadelphia Phillies.
Golly.
Reigning National League champs, 88.5. Huge number. I can't believe that really hasn't been adjusted with the Hoskins injury.
It was come down a little bit. I think it was come down a win, basically, maybe a win and a half. The
Hoskins injury is so huge.
I told you 2 weeks ago I liked the under before that even happened.
I mean,
it's hard to follow up a year like Philly just had because it was really a lot of smoke and mirrors because their bullpen was awful.
It was.
And that's really not a formula to win baseball games, especially in the playoffs.
They have improved it significantly.
Okay.
So,
is that a homer take or is
that
true?
I mean, they signed Craig Kimbrell. They traded for Gregory Soto.
Kimbrell is terrible.
Listen, if that's your fourth guy.
He is bad, bro.
No, it's not bad. He had a 3.5 ERA.
Somebody call Ashton Hewing and ask him about Kimbrell.
He's not 2018 Kimbrell anymore, but he doesn't have to be.
Every time I saw him last year, it's a miserable blow and save.
He definitely did that early with the Dodgers big time. I mean, it was literally every night. It was every night. But I think, I guess the AL East too, top heavy, those three teams. Those are three juggernauts. Yeah, so it's hard to have three teams win 90 games. I know it's happened before, but I'm also going under.
Right. Not only do you have to play them, then you got, the Marlins aren't bad. You got to face Alcantara.
Them pesky fucking Marlins.
Pesky Marlins. Now the Nationals are just terrible.
They're terrible. Marlins, speaking of, 75.5. I'm going under.
I'll take the over.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'll take the over.
Okay. Nationals, 58.5. This is the lowest win total.
You would just think that by happenstance you would win 59 games.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going over.
Okay.
Yeah. Sure. Again, it's barely.
Okay.
Barely.
61 or something.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
This Oakland Athletics team might literally be the worst team we've ever seen in professional baseball.
My God. Are they that bad?
They're bad.
Jesus.
Cardinals.
Yeah.
88.5. Over. That this division is bad. Milwaukee Brewers, my NL darlings.
Shut up!
86.5. There are lots of rumors that they are already starting the trade market. Corbin Burns might be shipped out.
Yeah, I'll take the under on that one because
going under as well.
The thing is that they'll probably hold on us for as long as they can.
As they should.
And then all of a sudden you get to the trade deadline and you're 12 back. and that can ruin your fucking over real quick. They start shipping guys out.
Oh, yeah.
You're basically betting on a different team. So,
Yep.
And I think that the Cardinals have an ability to pretty much run away with this one.
I do too.
So,
yeah, I think I just said in one of my Florida friend chat, they asked what I thought about the Central and like, oh, the Cardinals going to win. I said they'll probably win by double-digit games.
yeah, I can see that. That may be the most,
This might be the biggest.
the biggest
disparity,
gap. Yeah.
Cubs 76.5.
God, that I have no idea. That's like the perfect number.
I'm going under.
I would assume under, yes, but somebody in that division has to win a game.
Yep.
But then it's like, are they going to win? Are they going to go 78 and 84? Probably not, because they're not good.
I mean, I really think every team besides the Cardinals might finish under 500.
I will say this, and I told you this a couple weeks about the Cubs. Their lineup's like a bunch of old vets, like a bunch of guys that like used to be good.
Yeah, if this was 2018, that number is 86.5.
It's one of the most like confusing lineup. Like you have Hosmer, Dansby, who's still good, Bellinger, Mancini, like Marcus Stroman, Jamison Taillon.
I will say,
I'll take the over on the Cubs. I'll take the over.
Okay.
I just talked myself into it.
I do think the best Reese Hoskins replacement, Eric Hosmer. I would love to see that.
Surely they'll go try to get him.
Pittsburgh Pirates 67.5.
I'll take the over. Simply because of the division.
Okay.
And I fucking love O'Neal Cruz. Watching him in the baseball is literally joy.
Yep, I have his name written down. We'll get to him in a
boy.
minute. Cincinnati Reds 65.5.
Under.
Jesus.
I have no idea. You know that my baseball depth is not.
Okay, you're right.
I can't toll in the bottom of the division.
That's fine.
I don't know anything about the fucking Reds.
I'm going over their top 3 pitchers, young studs. I'm a big fan.
Hunter Green.
Yep.
I do like
Nick Lodolo.
side quick bet. Hunter Green to lead the NL in strikeouts this year.
Do love that.
You can parlay that with his over 180, 1.5 for like plus 3,000, I think.
I almost wrote that down.
Okay.
Dodgers 96.5.
Under. Yeah.
We'll get to them later.
We agreed on that.
Which would lead us to Padres 93.5.
I like the under.
Oh,
I like the under. That division, that's gonna be a competitive division.
Jesus. All right, I'm going over.
Okay.
Giants 81.5. Talk about like a perfect number. Just the perfect average
Dead
team.
average.
Just a perfect average team.
Dead average.
But I'm gonna go over.
I'll go over.
Arizona Diamondbacks. This is going to be one of my late night teams that I always watch. It used to be the Rockies. Those days are gone.
Yep. We got Gallen. He's a stud. I had to learn about him the hard way last year.
75.5.
I would lean over.
I'm taking the over.
Okay. I want to make sure we're on the same. I mean, Gallen, that's 20 wins right there. He's good.
Will be like in the conversation for Cy Young.
He was last year.
I know.
Yeah.
He's going to do it again. Colorado Rockies 64.5.
So I did see that a guy said yesterday his favorite bet of the year, somebody was offering a boost on it. You get the Rockies like over 65 or something for like plus 1,000. Of course, that number's gone. It was one of those things where you could only bet so much on it.
Right.
I will go over specifically because I think he made a good point. It's like they'll probably only have to win like 20 road games to hit that number, just because they're a pretty decent home team.
Yeah.
So I know they're terrible, but anything.
Talk about a home field advantage.
Anything can happen, of course.
Yeah.
So I would just take that under out of that principle there.
You're going to take the under or you're going to take the
over? Take the over. I'm sorry. The over.
Okay.
I'm the over.
Yeah, I'm going to take the over slightly. That team still stinks.
Yeah, they're terrible.
It's such like being the GM of the Rockies and trying to like develop pitching it's impossible.
What do you do?
It's almost not fair.
There's nothing you can do.
Plain or dumb.
Yeah. Boy, you couldn't do that.
I mean,
we'll have to take all the fun away.
All right. Of what we said.
Yep.
No, we basically just did that for fun. Okay. I actually have overs I love, unders I love.
Okay.
What is your favorite bet?
Anything Tampa Bay or Atlanta Brave related. So I like the Rays over 88.5. That's a great number. I like the Rays to win the division. I like the Rays to win the pennant. And I like the Braves, albeit not the best odds, obviously, but I think they're the best team in the Major League Baseball. Love the Braves.
You worried about the injuries already?
No, not at all. That team's good.
They're really good.
Deep, good rotation. You get Soroka back all of a sudden in like July. I don't know when he's supposed to come back, but let's say middle of the summer, whenever. That's usually when that kind of stuff starts happening.
Yeah, and God, if Ian Anderson bounces back too, with Fried and Strider, Jesus fucking.
I mean, Strider's just fucking nasty. Dude's built like a brick house.
Yeah, but he got his tits stripped in the playoffs.
That's fine. He's a rookie.
That's fine.
That's why. And that's
You did
I
say
did say that
You did
last
say
year. That's kind of like why I did give them out, but they were like 25-1 or something.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden you're counting on a rookie to go win you a bunch of playoff games.
My two favorite unders, the Dodgers.
I love that one.
There's just no way they can win 97 games.
I love that
There's
one.
no way. I don't see it.
Especially with the resurgence of the Padres.
Yeah.
And then
They got worse. Padres continue to get better.
And you got to face Gallen. So
I mean, Freeman and Mookie are awesome.
Yeah.
But Buehler's already out for the year. Like Gonsolin's hurt already.
Yep.
You're going to get 140 innings of Kershaw, and I love Dustin May. I think Dustin May is going to break out, but he's never pitched like 60 innings in the bigs.
Urias will probably be their number one.
Oh yeah, for sure. But he doesn't even go deep in the games. He just won a lot of games because the team was very good.
Yeah.
I just think this is.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah, hate it. And my other under, the Athletics, 59. They are pathetic.
Look up to who even plays for the A's anymore?
Here, I'm going to go to the roster resource, and I'm
Okay.
going to read you this lineup.
Okay.
And I want you to tell me. I'm going to just say names, and I
Okay.
want you to tell me if I'm just making the name up,
I'm gonna.
or if he's a Major League Baseball player.
Okay, you okay.
Okay, Tony Kemp.
Obviously,
We know
Vanderbilt.
We know he's a baseball player.
Yep.
Aledmus Diaz.
Yep.
We know
Former
him.
Cardinal.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Okay. Seth Brown.
Yes, I do know Seth Brown.
Okay.
He plays outfield only because every time I bet against him, he hits a double.
Okay, I mean that's your three-hole hitter.
I feel like I know the shitty players because every time I bet against them, they do something incredible. But yes, Seth Brown on the three hole.
They're starting. I consider myself a baseball nerd.
Yes, I feel like you know as much about baseball as
I don't even know if I'm going to pronounce this. The first Ryan Noda.
Never heard of him.
Never heard of him.
He could be a UFC fighter for all I know.
Yep, Gloriano's good. Jace Peterson, that's in your five-hole. There's just no
Former
chance.
Brewer, by the way, he's a kid.
Shintaro Fujinami, guy that just signed from Japan. He's actually filthy.
Okay. Who's
Ken Waldichuk. Yep. JP Sears in the rotation. Kyle yeah. That's starting opening day for you. This team would literally lose to LSU tomorrow.
Paul Skeens, baby. Let's go.
Skeens would be their ace, and Cruz would be immediately. Think about that. They're horrible. They might literally be the worst team we ever see.
Okay.
Overs I love, the Blue Jays.
Yeah.
If they can get just any version of Jose Barrios that was not last year's version.
Yeah. You know what pitch he really struggled with last year? He was the worst in the MLB with it. His fastball.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
I forget what the exact number was. I was reading about this during the World Baseball Classic, but his fastball, batting average in play was over 350. It was an insane number. It just
that could also be a fluky thing if that's just
I think the balls, from what I understand, it wasn't a fluke.
Okay,
I'm pretty sure they were fucking.
I mean, obviously the Blue Jays had all the helium last year, so I did watch a lot of.
Yeah, they were the darling.
And he was getting his tits ripped. He was every fifth day.
His tits ripped.
And then the other over I love is the Mariners. I think their rotation I fucking love.
I like the Mariners.
I've been saying it for a year, so I don't need to really get into much more. I think they're so fucking good.
Yeah.
Give me a little bit of that Jared Kelenic, what's the word I'm looking for? Post-hype sleeper.
Okay.
Like this was the best prospect in baseball. Come on, buddy.
Hold on. Let's read these Jose Barrios fastball stats.
Don't get me off this high because I'm about to tell you I'm picking them to win the AL East at 2-1.
His average exit velo on his fastball was in the bottom 6%. Basically, guys were averaging 90.5 mile per hour exit velo on his fastball and a 44.5% hard hit rate.
Okay,
which is pretty fucking incredible.
let's just not be that version of Jose Barrios.
Let's not get deep into the stats.
Yep. All right.
313 on balls in play.
Oh my God,
This fastball. It's absurd.
Do you know the odds for the Rays to win the division? You don't have to know. That's okay.
3 maybe. I know they're 1,100 to win the pennant.
Okay.
So
I have. Just give me yours. AL East. You have the Rays.
I got the Rays in the East, the Guardians in the Central. For betting purposes, I'll take the Angels in the West.
Sure.
I don't think they'll win it, but that's not what we're doing here. Or is that? Are we saying best bet, or are we just saying?
Well, the best bet was just the over/unders.
Okay, so
but
you want who I think is going to actually win the division?
Give me your prediction, and
so
then
actually win the divisions. It'll be Rays, Guardians, Astros,
okay,
Padres, Cardinals, Braves. The only thing I would do is bet the Angels just because they're 12.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
But all the other ones I'm fairly confident in.
All right, so we're pretty similar. National League is the same. Braves, Cardinals, Padres. Yep. I also have the Astros. I'm taking the White Sox. Can't quit them. And I'm also taking the Blue Jays.
The White Sox are what the Chargers are to me in football.
Yeah. To you. Yep. Quite literally.
You won't quit. Neither will I. I'll bet the Chargers next year, I promise.
In the American League, I have my wild card teams. I have the Rays, the Yankees, and the Mariners.
Okay.
And I have the Blue Jays winning the American League.
Okay, I'll agree on the Mariners, Yankees, and Blue Jays as the wild card.
Okay.
And I'm taking the Rays.
Okay. I have the Dodgers still making the playoffs.
Yep.
Just because I don't think they're going to be close to 97 wins. They could still win 88 and make the playoffs.
Yes. Also, let's take a brief pause. The National League's not even nearly as good or deep as the American League.
No.
You can make an argument that 7 of the best 8 players are in the American League.
Players.
Quite easily.
Yeah.
Who's the best player in the National League, you think? Bryce Harper.
Oh, Juan Soto.
Juan Soto and Bryce Harper.
And Acuna.
And so let's just say he's not better than Ohtani, not better than Trout, not better than Judge.
Who?
Bryce Harper.
Oh.
Or Acuna. Or who?
Oh, I think Juan Soto's
he's not better
literal best hitter in baseball.
No. He's not better than Jordan Alvarez.
Yeah, he is.
No. Jordan Alvarez, to me, has the best hit total in baseball.
Oh, I think he's the second best hitter in baseball.
I think he has the absolute best hit. His 12-1 MVP, I couldn't believe that number. I think that's fucking insane.
Yep, we'll get to that.
Okay. I think that's an automatic bet.
So I have the Dodgers, the Mets.
Agreed.
And the Phillies making the playoffs.
Yeah, because somebody is going to have to win that third wild card. And it's not
going to be the Brewers.
Nope. And it's not going to be anybody else from the West.
It's not going to be the Giants.
Right. So
it's not going to be the Marlins.
Almost just got to be the Phillies.
Like these are
almost seems so obvious.
The 6 teams that are going to make the national.
Almost seems too obvious. Who you got after that?
So I tried for the last 48 hours to talk myself out of picking this.
Okay.
Like they're all in. This team is literally all in.
Okay.
You lose Hoskins.
Oh, God.
You're going to make a move.
Oh, God.
You're going to get Harper back in the second half.
I hate to see your fandom overtaking your brain.
Buddy.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No.
And I legitimately think that they're going to win the World Series. Yeah.
You just don't follow up the miracle run like that with a.
I mean, I just don't think like there's teams that have gone on miracle runs and okay, that was fun.
That was a miracle run. They were showing y'all singing in the club.
This team did that and then signed Trey Turner. They're going for it. And
yeah, but if you're telling me that
this might be a little if I'm going to get this team that I know is going to be buyers at 15-1, I'm in.
To upgrade the bullpen, we went got Craig Kimbrell. Come on, man.
They got an all-star lefty.
Come on.
Dude, Soto's filthy.
Good luck. I got the Padres and the Braves in the National League Championship Series. I honestly have no idea who would win that series. That will be a fucking war. I've got Braves versus Rays in the World Series. And I got the Rays winning it all.
You have the Rays winning it all?
I got the Rays winning it all. I think it's finally fucking time.
Trop is going to be bumping.
The Trop is the worst stadium in sports. I don't think that you should ever have a stadium where the ball can be affected by the fucking roof.
Yep, that's pretty.
Once a game. However, it's time. Like Kevin Cash is arguably the best manager in baseball.
He might be the best manager in sports. He's
Okay.
unbelievable.
They've got the best bullpen in baseball. If Glass now comes back, they have the best 1-2 in baseball. And their lineup's not that bad. I personally wanted to bet Wander to win the MVP. However, let me look at his number before I say my however, because I want to make sure I have this accurate. Yes, a shortstop. So I think it was 14 of the last 16 MVP winners have been an outfielder or a corner infielder.
Yep.
Which makes sense because you're going to have
That's all your
defense.
power.
Yeah, you're going to have defense up the middle. Wander is one of the few shortstops whose best tool is hitting. And he also has like insane fucking plate discipline. Like go look at his numbers on walks and takes. He's not up there just hacking. I love the Rays. I'm all in on the Rays. 25-1, I think, to win the World Series. And you give me Glass now, McClellan in the playoffs with that fucking bullpen.
Oh yeah, McClanahan.
With that fucking McClanahan with that bullpen. Yeah. Sign me the fuck up at 25-1, I believe.
Yeah, I always have a soft spot for the Rays. I would love to see it.
And Eflin's not a slouch. Like he's not. I mean,
but yeah,
Fairbanks is one of the best relievers in baseball. Let me just look at it.
I'm so excited to see how they like mold Eflin to be like one of because they do it every year with everybody.
I mean, this team is good.
They're good.
88.5 is almost criminal. You drop them in the Central, their win total will probably be like 92, 93.
Yeah, dude, I love them.
Yeah,
I wish they had G-Man choice still.
G-Man choice.
But you know,
let's see what is the latest on Glass now.
While you do that, MVP odds.
Yeah, I think.
So I have a pick and what I think is like the best value on the board.
Okay.
For example, National League MVP.
Yep.
O'Neal Cruz is 100-1.
That's fucking crazy.
Plus
Did
10.
you know that? So
I'm interested.
Not to cut you off, but you know how we always say in football, right? To win the MVP, the team has to be great.
Yep.
You pretty much have to get the first round bye. And every time it's quarterback, so it starts narrowing down your list. I didn't realize in baseball, like 11 of the last, 25 winners or something like that, their team hasn't even made the playoffs. So it literally doesn't matter.
Yeah, that is a farce now because I used to be like one of the things. Oh, you didn't make the playoffs. Like,
what if I hit 80 home runs? Like, what is? I would never understand.
Well, really, what changed that was Mike Trout. It's like
also historical greatness has nothing. Let me pull this up. Go ahead. Go ahead with your picks while I pull this up.
So I have two like.
That's crazy. 100-1. Wow, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, plus 10,000. This is all my odds are on FanDuel, FYI. Also in the same kind of mold as him, although probably 7 inches smaller. Jazz Chisholm. He's plus 7,000.
Okay.
But my pick is he's third in odds, 10-1. Ronald Acuna. Yep. I think he's part of the reason why the Braves win the division.
I saw some guy said that he thinks Acuna's going to have the first 50-50 season ever.
That's absurd.
That would be freaking stupid.
But I got some bold predictions, and I was gonna put 40-40.
I feel like 100-1 on MVP is pretty bold. What, Acuna 40-40?
Yeah.
If he stays healthy, that should be a lot. I would think.
Do you want me to keep going, or you just want to alternate back and forth?
You want to go National League?
Yeah.
So who do I think?
Soto is the betting favorite.
So who I think is going to win it?
Plus 5,500.
So plus what? 550.
550. Yes. Yeah.
I was about to say I am sprinting to my computer right now.
Yeah. No. Plus 550. I have 1,000 different numbers down here.
Yeah, man. I really like Acuna's 10-1. That's crazy. I feel like that's
I mean, if you're all in,
arguably, he's arguably the best player in the National League, and you get double the value of
Now,
Soto.
I did say a while ago that, like, I really like Austin Riley's value, but I mean, he's like right up there. He was 16.
So here are the things that matter for the MVP. Your position, which I already told you, only 3 pitchers in 33 years have won it. 14 of the last 16 have been outfielders or corner infielders. So let's just go ahead and eliminate all the middle infielders. So O'Neal Cruz, good luck. He's 100-1. So OPS. Your OPS counts twice as much as your average RBIs, home runs, stolen bases, or team win percentage.
100%.
Every MVP since 2001, except for Ichiro, has had a greater OPS than 850.
Yep.
WAR.
For the record, if your OPS is under 800, I don't care about it.
WAR. 24 of the past 26 MVP winners ranked in the top 3 in WAR in their respective leagues. 17 winners led the league in WAR. Here's the things that don't matter. Making history. 40-40, 30-30. There have been 23 of those or 27. So 4 40-40s and 23 30-30s, and only 3 of them have won the MVP. Jose Canseco, Jimmy Rollins, and Mookie. Making the playoffs is irrelevant. A quarter of the MVP winners in the past 46 years have not made the playoffs.
That Jimmy Rollins season was fucking awesome.
Oh, yeah, that's great, too.
He had 20 triples, too.
Jesus.
He was 20-20-20.
Man, I mean, I think I like the Acuna one so much that I don't even care about the other ones. Like, if I was going to pick anybody else, it would be Juan Soto. So.
Yeah. No.
Like, there's certain guys, I was reading this earlier, like, okay, what do we know? We know that eventually Juan Soto is going to win the MVP. It's going to happen.
It's only a matter of time.
Ronald Acuna will probably win an MVP some point in his career. So just bet him every year.
Yeah.
If he's above plus 500, just bet him every year. If he wins within 4 years, you're going to win. You're going to make money.
I would just if you put $100 on both of them.
There you go.
Yeah.
No,
just bet on both of them.
Just bet them both. So, yeah, I like that. It's hard to start getting crazy with some of these.
Well, because you also got to think, I mean, maybe not this year because he's already got a 20-game, discount, but, Tatis is in that conversation, too.
Tatis is off for anything for me this year. It's going to be too much bad publicity.
Well, I don't mean necessarily this year, but if we're talking in future years,
right.
He's going to win an MVP at some point.
Well, he's a shortstop for the record.
For now. He's playing a lot of outfield.
Okay.
All right, Cy Young. Alcantara, the favorite, to go back-to-back, 5-1.
Probably not going to happen.
My pick,
he's
second in odds. So, again, not really going out alone here. I'm taking Corbin Burns. I know he might get traded. I know we don't love the team. He's just so fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
And, the other one, Verlander, is he going back-to-back? Probably not. He's going to have another sub-2 ERA, which I guess if anybody can do it at 40, it's him. I don't trust Scherzer to stay healthy and throw enough innings. Strider, I don't think he's just going to throw enough innings. Nola is in a contract year. The contract year, everyone goes that extra mile.
Right.
I don't hate that. The best value, I think, is going to be Wheeler at he's plus 1,800.
Yep, 1,800. Looking at it now.
I just think he's just one of the guys who, if healthy, he's throwing 200 innings. He's going to strike out 225. He's going to have a good ERA. But I'm going Corbin Burns.
My favorite bet was Aaron Nola. You've obviously lost some value. He was 20-1 2 weeks ago. He's 13-1 now.
Jesus.
Yeah. But my pick is going to be Spencer Strider. Spencer Strider gets the ball and he's healthy enough to throw 5 to 6 times a month. He literally may walk away with the award because he's going to go out there and strike out 10 to 12 people a game. If he gets the ball 6 times a month, he's probably going to go 4 and 2 or 5.
How many innings do you think he has to throw?
I don't know that so much matters anymore because so many guys. I mean, how many did Alcantara throw last year?
Oh, he led the majors. He threw 220.
Okay.
Yeah. That's kind of why he won the award. I think the stat was of his starts, he had one start that didn't go in the second half of the
if you
season.
think that the Braves are going to be this good, right, and I think they're going to win over 95 games, I've got to assume Strider won 20.
I mean, if Strider throws 180 innings, he'll strike out 250, and I'll agree.
Correct. Yeah. So 10-1's not bad. I do like Nola. I think his WAR was top 5 or top 3 in the NL for pitchers last year.
Nola's so fucking underrated. It's ridiculous.
He kind of reminds me. He's kind of like the Scotty Scheffler of baseball. He's very boring. Just does everything right. He's just good at everything.
Yep.
He's just good at everything. So. Louisiana boy, by the way.
Oh yeah. Rookie of the year, Corbin Carroll, the favorite, plus 350. Jordan Walker, second at plus 390. My best value on the board, Garrett Mitchell, former first-round pick. He's 40-1.
We didn't do AL signing.
We haven't done AL anything.
Oh, have we not?
No.
Jesus Christ, we haven't.
He's got a big league job with the Brewers. Going to steal a shit ton of bases. Again, former first-round pick. I think this guy can hit way better than anyone's been giving him credit for. People didn't even think he was going to break camp with the team, and he just won the job outright. So 40-1. I love a couple dollars on that.
Who was it? I didn't hear. Who was it?
Garrett Mitchell.
Garrett Mitchell.
But my pick, again, kind of going chalky, but I think Corbin Carroll is just so much better than everybody else on this list.
Okay.
And that includes Jordan Walker, who's a freak.
Yeah, so I don't really know enough about it, but I'll just read off the bets that this guy followed me.
Yeah, go for it.
He said he would consider Garrett Mitchell.
Okay. What a treat.
So he's got Jordan Walker, Spencer Steer, Ezekiel Tovar, and Ellie De La Cruz. By the way, this guy, everybody should go follow him on Action Network. His name's Sean Zerillo, I think. He hit like every fucking future last year, and he's done it like several times.
Jesus.
Like he had Julio for Rookie of the Year. He had Alcantara for Cy Young. And I'm talking about Alcantara was like 20-1, I believe.
Yeah.
It wasn't like Alcantara was like 5-1 or something. So he is very good at baseball. Very good. Like, everything's like very math based for him. So I don't really know. I don't know anything about. I'm not that deep into it. I'd be lying to people if I gave him a pick.
American League MVP.
Yeah. This is the one. These are the ones I love.
Yeah, I think obviously it should be Ohtani every year that he plays.
Yes.
And he is a significant favorite. There's zero value at a guy for MVP that's plus 220. Like, there's no point to get that. My pick, Jordan Alvarez, 12-1.
Yep.
I think
he's a crazy number.
I think he's the second best hitter in baseball.
I agree.
I fucking love him.
Yeah,
you can get Bo Bichette is 55-1. I like the Blue Jays. I know he's a middle infielder, sorry, but that's an interesting number.
The issue is that, to me, for anybody but Ohtani to win it, Ohtani will have to get hurt for like a month.
Yep.
Which, by the way, is possible.
It is. I mean, Aaron Judge just literally had one of the most historic offensive seasons ever. And, like, Ohtani still probably should have won the award.
He should have won, 100%. It's a travesty that he doesn't. Like I said, I read some stuff earlier. Two players that'll benefit the most from the shift being over, Corey Seager and Jordan Alvarez. Seager's like 25-1. He has been murdering the ball in spring training. But I'll take Jordan Alvarez. I think he's got the best hit tool in baseball. That guy he literally with the no shift, he may become unstoppable. Like, truly. Like, I don't know how they're going to get him out.
I mean, he's already at 290.
Yes. I could literally see him in like 350 this year. Like, it could definitely happen. So for me, 12-1, I couldn't believe that number when I saw it. There's just so many good players in the American League.
It's
like, we haven't even talked about Trout.
I know. It's unbelievable.
I mean, arguably the best player in the league besides Ohtani.
Cy Young, DeGrom's the favorite, plus 550. My pick, I'm taking Christian Javier.
Yep. This guy loves Javier.
I love Christian Javier. I don't know if this counts, but he's 21.
What number on that guy?
He's 21-1.
Oh, I'm 25-1.
But my best value, I picked McClanahan, and he's 14-1. Like, I think that value on McClanahan is just so much better. Yeah. But I'm picking Javier. And again, I know the odds, it doesn't really make sense, but Javier is disgusting. He's like a little less version of Spencer Strider, but in the American League.
Yeah. It says here from June 13th, my birthday, onward, Javier ranked second in strikeout rate and fourth in K to walk percentage among 58 starters. He was dominant in the postseason, 12 2/3, 2 hits, 1 run, 16 strikeouts. And really, that's just him throwing fastballs and sliders.
He's filthy.
So, I mean, 25-1 to me is a crazy number on him. I was actually more surprised to see you get Ohtani at 12-1, which is fucking nuts.
That is.
The only thing about that is, like I said, health. And then all of a sudden, if the Angels think they're going to shut him down.
Yeah.
You know, how many innings will he get? But 12-1, he's probably the best pitcher in baseball, period. There's certainly an argument. The guy threw a fucking 102-mile-per-hour fastball to Mike Trout that literally looked like a slider because it moved 6 feet. Did you know the pitch I'm talking about? The one Trout laid off? I could not. I was like, the radar gun has to be, that had to be a slider because it moved. I'm not kidding, it moved 2 feet.
I thought it was a slider.
And it just said it popped up 102. I said, oh my God. Off the bench, by the way, in fucking March.
Yeah.
The guy, there's no.
He's a
words.
robot.
He is literally. It miss me with fucking Babe fucking Ruth. Get the fuck out of here. Babe Ruth threw like 90 miles per hour. Fucking was an alcoholic who weighed like 300 pounds. Fucking miss me with Babe Ruth.
Relatable.
Like this is unbelievable. The guy, I've never seen anything like it in my life. I know we talked about this last year, but he may be the best athlete on the planet because he's also fast as fuck.
Yeah.
So like if he wanted to go out there and steal 40 bags, he probably could.
Oh yeah.
I just don't understand. Like he is unbelievable. There's no words that do him justice.
No, he's an alien.
He is the greatest baseball player of all time. Fuck anybody
Well,
with. He's the greatest baseball player of all time.
He's the most talented.
Okay, he's not the most accomplished. I understand that. Okay. If there was a draft tomorrow of great players, he would go 1-1 because you get 2 players for 1.
Yeah, I agree.
2 Hall of Famers.
Who are you picking? Are you taking Ohtani?
I'm gonna go Ohtani and Javier.
Okay.
Javier 25-1. That's that. You better go grab that fucking number right now. It's on Bet 365. That number's gonna plummet.
Yeah, I love that.
He'll be like 10-1 after the first month.
Rookie of the year, Gunnar Henderson is the leader, plus 270. I'm taking Anthony Volpe.
Yeah.
He is plus 650. Just made the roster with the Yankees.
That.
My best value, Oscar Colas.
Okay.
Another White Sox.
Oh God.
20-1.
You just can't quit him. You refuse to quit.
He was supposed to be the Ohtani before Ohtani came over. The Cuban defect.
Huck
did pitch a little bit. Yeah, I mean, he's just licking my elbows.
He is unbelievable. Look at him. He's coming back for more.
Just craving attention.
He can't help himself.
So I'm going Ronald Acuna, Corbin Burns, Corbin Carroll, Jordan Alvarez, Christian Javier, Anthony Volpe.
Okay.
What's your guy think for AL Rookie of the Year?
He's got Volpe, Hunter Brown.
I mean, we got so much in common.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, you're going to get the Yankees bump, right? You're the everyday starting shortstop for the New York Yankees.
Yep.
And you're a rookie. Hunter Brown, don't know who that is.
Okay.
Grayson Rodriguez.
Okay.
And Logan O'Hoppe.
Oh, yeah. Logan O'Hoppe. That's
25-1.
So the Phillies traded for Brandon Marsh.
Okay. Well, there you go. 25-1.
Okay. You got any bold predictions? I wrote down a couple bold predictions here.
I feel like the Angels are pretty fucking bold.
That is. Yes, yeah.
I'll hop on the Acuna 50-50.
50-50.
If he stays healthy.
That's insane.
He'd be the first person to ever do it.
Well, yeah.
Let's see.
I'll give you a minute to think.
I think the Rays is pretty bold. I mean,
it is.
People probably think they're the third best team in that division.
Yeah, but I got like bold shit. I mean, I guess not really. I have Austin Riley as the home run leader. It's only 20-1, so I guess according to the odds, that's not that bold. But,
yeah. What are you, like 37 or 38 last year?
38. Corbin Carroll, rookie for the Diamondbacks.
Mm-hmm.
I have him stealing 70-plus bases this year. It'll be the first time that's happened since 2009.
Good Lord.
Again,
70?
These are bold. Hey, with the bases being bigger,
that is true.
Steals are going up.
Yeah,
right?
no, absolutely.
So I think first time since 2009, we get a 70-plus steal guy.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of like wishy-washy. Like, I have a bold prediction that DeGrom stays healthy. If DeGrom stays healthy, he's going to win the Cy Young Award. But I have him finishing second just because I already picked Javier.
Okay.
But stop throwing 102, and you'll stay healthy. Like, it's that simple.
He's addicted to it.
I mean, I guess I would be too. If I could just throw 102, I would do it whenever I could. And then another bold prediction, I have Ohtani being traded.
Whoa, no,
buddy, he's going to be an unrestricted free agent.
I know that.
So it's a bold prediction.
Okay, we talked about this last year.
We did with Soto.
What is?
Oh,
I think we touched on about time. What could the Angels even ask for?
Everything.
I need your top 15 fucking guys.
Yeah.
And if I'm okay,
here you go.
Got them on the plane. They're on their way. Like, so I would actually love for that to happen. Just because I want to see. I just want to see what somebody would trade for him. I would just love to see that.
Yeah.
There's literally like no fucking telling. He's worth $1 billion. He's worth like 12 years $1 billion.
His contract is going to be ridiculous. Like, how do you even negotiate that? Like, how does that conversation even start?
So I think they said this year he'll make 40 maybe from the Angels and 30 in endorsements. So he'll make the next highest guy in endorsements, I forgot who it was like making like $5 million a year. So like
Aaron Judge or
I forgot who it was, but like he is just blowing whoever the fuck it is out. So who knows, man? I would love to see him trade it just so he was on a good team, but I would just love to see like what he would go for.
Yeah, well, it's
There's
going to be fun.
literally no telling.
All right. You got anything else?
I was trying to look up the Hunter Green.
That was going to be one of my bold predictions. I almost wrote down Hunter Green to lead the National League.
Oh, here it is right here. Here we go. They just have strikeout leader. They don't have it by league. Hunter Green is 30-1
to lead the NL and
to lead the MLB.
That's interesting.
Yeah, if he gets enough innings, he certainly can. His fastball is nasty.
Oh yeah, he throws 100.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I'm obsessed with Shohei Ohtani.
Do you want to talk little LSU Tigers?
Yeah, big series this weekend.
Yeah.
If you like baseball, definitely be tuning in tomorrow. Skeens versus Dolander it'll be the best college pitcher matchup. Maybe
it's about as good as he gets.
I hate to use hyperbole like recency bias, but potentially ever. They're both going to be throwing 98 plus. They're probably going to be the first two pitchers taken in the draft.
We literally might see the first, second, and third overall picks tomorrow.
Yes.
Literally.
I think you will. Now, baseball draft's a little more unpredictable. Things going to happen outside of like, oh, he's the best player available.
Correct.
To be a money
with
thing.
The signing.
Yes.
Which is so fucking stupid.
They will probably be ranked the 1, 2, 3 in whatever order they're in. God, that's going to be a matchup. I went and watched Skeens pitch last Friday.
It's a shame you're going to miss it tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm going to have to watch it on TV. I was probably, I'd say, 6 rows behind home plate I was literally almost in the right-handed batter's box. And I've seen 100 twice in person now. I saw Chris Sales. I was 8 rows up behind home plate at Fenway. And Skeens looked like he was literally tossing his pin, just like I've never seen. It was the most effortless. Like he's going to pitch in the big leagues for 20 years. He's 6'7", he's built, he's thick. There's no effort in the delivery. The mechanics are flawless. He's efficient. He's quick. He gets the ball. He's ready. And it's 101 right at you with a fucking hammer and a 90-mile-per-hour changeup. I haven't seen Dolander pitch since last year, so I don't really know. I know what Dylan Cruz is doing right now is absolutely motherfucking absurd at the plate. I have never seen anything like it.
Dude, he's got slow pitch softball numbers.
He is hitting over 520. I saw this stat. Now, this is the craziest stat I saw the big long stat that they released. The craziest stat I've seen about Dylan Cruz is he's played 100. It'll be 150 now because they played Grambling the other day. He's played 150 baseball games at LSU. In the SEC, started as a true freshman. Only 7 times in his entire career, 7 games did he not reach base. That is stupid. That is like literally dumb.
Yeah.
That's fucking 7 times, 7 games he didn't reach base out of 150, started as a true freshman in the Southeastern Conference. He is the best baseball player I have ever seen go through college, ever. Like, I watched Alex Bregman. He is 10 times better than Bregman was. It's not even fucking close. He's fucking fast. He's got an arm. He can play defense. He can obviously fucking hit. He's hitting over 5. His OPS is like 1,800. I don't even know what it is. It might be 2,000 now. He literally goes 3 for 5 and his average goes down. I mean, that's where we are with this guy. He took some. Who were they playing? Arkansas. 95 high and away. Hit it 446 with a 110 exit velo. Like that shouldn't happen.
He could play in the big leagues
today. He could play tomorrow morning for any Major League Baseball team. Tomorrow morning.
He could play for the Oakland Athletics.
And pending, I know certain teams do different things different, right? But if he goes to a team, probably the Pirates, I don't know what they do, but he should get a late season call-up. And I would imagine Skeens, depending on how they want to treat him after throwing all these innings this year, could also possibly get a late season call-up. So you could be looking at 2, and with Dolander, 3 guys that could be playing Major League Baseball by October. Because they expand the roster in September, you get 40 guys. They can start calling guys up. I don't know, every team does it different, like I said, but it literally is and we haven't even talked about like Tommy White's hitting like 5. I mean, this LSU team, I do think they're a little more thin on pitching than people think. I don't know if they've got really a number 2 that they completely trust yet. And they don't really have a guy maybe that they can go to the bullpen and just get outs if they need to get out of a high leverage spot. But I've never seen anything like Skeen and Crew. I really haven't on the same team. It's fucking absurd.
I'm very excited for tomorrow.
Yeah, you should be.
Attending my first game.
And Matt's got good tickets, so you are going to be in a good spot. And you're going to just see Skeen just throw in the most effortless beat. Just he'll go warm up and he'll just do like this. 97. Like not even I can't wait for you to watch it and just report back. And that'll be the best. That will be the best college pitching matchup maybe ever. Seriously, maybe ever. It's not often you see the number. I mean, everybody's saying, and I agree, that Skeens has got the best stuff in college in Strasburg. And I don't think that's crazy at all. And Dolander's he's lights out. So,
yeah, it's going to be fun.
Yeah,
maybe we can do.
What a treat for you. This is your first LSU baseball game.
Yeah.
Your first LSU football game, you watched LSU walk off Bama.
Yep.
And your first fucking baseball game, you're going to watch Skeens versus Dolander.
Yep.
What a fucking treat.
We won the first Thirsty Thursday scramble I was in.
Yeah, we did win that. You're on fire, friend.
My first March Madness bracket. Dubbed.
Yeah, won that.
Well, maybe we'll do a podcast Friday reporting back from the game.
Just like a quick pod.
Just a quick little 10 minutes.
Recap with Skeens.
We'll do a quick little Final Four thing.
Okay.
Talk about where that was. Shout out Miami. Love them.
Okay.
Hope they lose this weekend, but I did love them.
Well,
And,
I think in that thing, we're both in the UConn, so bet Miami. Bet them heavily. That's all I can tell you. To be honest.
Yep.
I got Davis Riley and Cam Davis this week in Valera.
Okay.
Really would love for one of them to win, please God. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, I bet Rory to win the Masters. It's time. 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 I can't wait to talk about the Masters next week. I've already bet Rory. Rory's winning the Masters. It's time.
What'd you get him at?
800, 8-1. You're not going to.
Is Scheffler the favorite?
Yes. Scheffler, Rory, Rahm. I expect one of them to probably drift back to 11 to 12 to 1. And after the way Rahm played his last couple of times out, I expect it to be Rahm. Nobody has. I don't think anybody besides Tiger has ever defended the Masters title. And Rory's made. I feel like Rory. He's made all these equipment changes. I think he's really going all in. I think he's got a lot to prove. He shot a 64 last time he was at Augusta on Sunday, and he literally almost backdoor won the sumbitch. So he can go low. He hits the draw that's required at Augusta. I just think it's time. It's been 2014 since he won a major. This is the last one he needs for the career Grand Slam, which I know he desperately wants. I think it's time. I think it's Rory's time. So we'll get.
How was your draw this past weekend?
My what?
Your draw.
My draw. Oh. It just depends.
Okay.
It depends. If we needed to hit a draw, I usually hit a slice. If we need to hit a slice, I usually hit a draw. So.
Well, Josh Holdman was in South Plains yesterday and was talking about your little scramble. So
yeah, well, we did. Just couldn't chip. We made in the last flight. We made 9 birdies, which is probably double what anybody else made. We just couldn't stop making birdies. So
that's a problem.
Can't chip. You don't play for 6 months. You're not gonna go out there and chip the ball. So.
All right, that will do it. You good?
Yep.
Good Davis Riley.